my honest opinion, this is why she used you for free lunch, okay, or a free meal or whatever. It's simple. You saw all the red flags even on her profile, but you ignored. Now when you finally got her number, she started showing this, let's say, more of the red flags, but you still stubbornly convince yourself that it was just normal, and that you did not know yourself enough, and that you needed to take time to get to know her. So it is your fault. Why? Because all the red flags were there, right on her profile. On her profile, she probably indicated that she needed a man that is like 1.75 meters tall, or maybe 1.8. All right. When you look at her height, she was probably less than 1.6. But she says she needed somebody that is 1.8 or whatever. So in your mind, you were thinking, oh, this doesn't make sense. Maybe she's just kidding. Maybe you probably are like 1.65. So you were thinking she might consider you. And that is your fault. All right. Or even after you got her number, she probably told you that, you know what, I'm not the type of guy that maybe you want, or girl that you want. Maybe you want somebody that, a traditional woman that is feminine, that would cook for you, maybe a woman that is conservative. Meanwhile, she indicated that she's actually liberal. And she made it clear to you that she wouldn't be able to cook or anything for you. That's what she told you. But you still ignored and thought, okay, maybe things would change if I get to talk to her and try to convince her. Maybe she told you, or on her profile, that she said, I've met a girl who wrote specifically on her profile that she needed what? A specific zodiac sign. That she needed a Capricorn man. All right? But I still went ahead thinking, okay, yes, she needs a Capricorn man, but maybe I'm trying to prove how good I am maybe as a Taurus man. That is bullshit. The fellow has made it clear to you that she needs this type of man. Just believe it for what it is. Believe her. Right? Even if she's lying, that should not be any of your problem. Just believe it and move away. That is it. Or even when you met this particular girl told you that, you know what, maybe she told you that I'm trying to get something, an example to give you. Okay, maybe she told you that she wants her man to take care of everything in the household. All right, when you get together, in case you both move in, she wants you to pay for everything. And she might tell you that, all that I want you to do is to take care of all the expenses, right? You have to fill the fridge. You have to pay all the house taxes or whatever, and the rent and everything. I'm not asking for much. I'm not gonna, let's say, I'm not asking you to take me on holidays or vacation or anything. I just ask you to provide for your family. And you like, but wait a minute, you're also working. Where would your money go since you're also working? And she's like, I'm a woman. In case I'm to help you pay your bills as a woman, then in that case, I would start to lose respect for you, and I will lose attraction for you. Okay, these are the excuses that she's giving. And you're like, no, like, don't worry, we're going to talk about this. Then that is now, finally, you still went ahead and set the date. All right? And she pretended like, yeah, you were going to get to know each other, and you went out on the date. Now, after you went out on the date, after that meal, you never heard from her again. Or she started acting distant. She wouldn't text you until you text her back. And so, whose fault was it? It is your fault. What if you had just agreed to the fact that, yes, this is what she's saying she wants, whether that's realistic or not, as far as you cannot provide what she wants, then you don't just do it. Otherwise, what other men do is to pretend like they are capable of providing what they want, so they would be able to play her and maybe get into her pants. So if you also want to do that, then probably that's what you would have to do. But if you don't want to play her, you are genuine, you are sincere, and you don't really want to lie just to get into her pants, you really have needs to, like, you really want to something serious with her. Once she tells you, like, this is what she wants, and you know that you are not what she's looking for, and you cannot provide what she wants, don't waste your time asking her out. And there is something that I have noticed about most relationships. During, after either during the time that you were chatting still on the dating app, or however that you have met, okay, during that initial conversation, or even after you got her number, maybe you asked for her number in the streets or whatever, when you got her number and you were chatting, you see, there was definitely a point, okay, where there was a total mismatch between your values. She believed in something and you believed in the opposite. And she probably was so much disrespectful about this, when you try to share your opinion about that particular thing. And that was a warning to you that if she doesn't love you, if she is not in love, or at least if she doesn't respect your philosophy, because your philosophy is your leadership as a man, if she doesn't respect that, then what makes you think that she would ever and ever respect you? What makes you think that? So once, like, she realized that, okay, this is your mindset, maybe you were like, why would you be taking, like, you earning some salary, I'm also earning some salary. I'm not saying it must be necessarily 50-50, but why wouldn't want to support to some extent, so that, we can both, since we are earning almost the same salaries or something. But she's like, nah, you are the man and you have to take care of it. You probably disagreed on this, yet you were like, okay, but she's cool, but she has all other these qualities. Maybe we should go out, if I should get to know her, she might lower her standards. She might consider me. You don't have to second guess. You don't have to beg for her affection. You don't have to try that hard. I strongly believe that as soon as we all men try to respect ourselves and to also have standards, that if she says she doesn't want me, or if she feels like I am not enough, or what I'm bringing to the table is not enough, just let her go. Then from that point, women will start to realize that they would stay single all over the time, and they would realize that there are certain ridiculous standards, and it's about time that they lower their standards. So it's simple. We are making the game difficult for ourselves. If you don't want to also do that, then maybe, unless you want to play her, then that is up to you. But I think the red flags are always there, but we insist. All right, we think we can persuade her. You can't beg for people's love, And you cannot buy people's love. You cannot buy people's respect. You cannot buy people's loyalty. You cannot also beg for these, because begging for these things make you look needy and unattractive.